Hello, this is CJ, and I'm a trainer here at Karbon K2. This is our Monday meeting, July 22nd, 2024. And we've had some good success with the money tree, and I'm planning on sharing my results. And I have a couple questions for the panel, the powers that be. I'll share my screen. So should be seeing my Karbon account. I'll take that as a
Yes.
yes. This is my seed account, my main account with the money tree. We're trading Solana, and I've had pretty good results with this recent pump. I started on the 14th. Solana was at a price at 153.37. I just started with a small amount, $100. I made $30 in a few days, moved that over to my main spot account to get it out of the way. I used it, and then I added that and some other funds I had to create my waterfall one, which I have not implemented yet. But I want to talk about that because I'm not sure where to get in. So those of you who know me know I'm a day trader primarily, and I like charts and support and resistance, and there isn't a manual element to this money tree strategy. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to get in on my waterfall, my first waterfall account. When I look at the charts, this is my 15-minute day trading layout, and just indulge me on this a little bit. I'm using the supply and demand visible range indicator that shows support and resistance on this time frame, and the support is down here at 172. We're currently at 178. As you can see, I'm on stage 3 on my most recent Solana trade, and I'm in at this 181, just almost 70. So to get in now when it's only gone down a couple percent isn't really what I want to do, because I started this at 153. I'd rather have it come down quite a bit more before I get in. But anyway, this midpoint here is pretty close. We're close to that. It's around 177.75. And then this green zone here, like I said, is 172.50, give or take. So that's where I'd probably want to get in. If I look at a longer period chart, say on the 1 hour, I marked off some support areas. And then these would be other areas I'd be looking to get in. But I'm curious how other people are approaching this. Maybe they're just saying, hey, it's stage 3, I'm getting in, and they don't look at the charts, and there's nothing wrong with that. But anyway, that's a question I'm posing to you guys to see where you would get in on this with this information. And I would assume Craig would pipe up. We talked about this a little bit earlier, and then he was hoping Troy would join us, but I'm not sure if Troy's available. So, all right, guys, any suggestions, or how do you guys approach this?
I,
And
I will pipe up, but I'd like someone else to do it first rather than me.
okay, we need a
CJ, CJ, you're running the new strategy, correct? The three stage.
yeah. I'm on.
Now on the four
Yeah.
stage, they were saying to get in on stage 3 when it gets deep on stage 3. So I just assume, because I just started the 3 stage also on the 17th, which
Mm-hmm.
has been doing really good. Um, I waited until it got into the second stage, deep into the second stage, and I opened up my first waterfall. Um, between the
Okay.
two of them,
So,
since the 17th in 5 days, I'm up. What the heck was it? $125, $26,
okay.
something like that.
So you took the opposite approach than what I'm pondering. I'm like, am I getting in too soon? You're like, I'm in with that second account, and you've done really well with it.
Yeah, I just assumed that's what it was. I didn't really know. Because, like I said, on the fourth stage, it was get in when it's deep in the third stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I just assumed that well, it's got to be the second stage. because we're
Okay.
only running 3. I don't know if that's correct or not, but it
Yeah.
seems to be working pretty good.
Well, in my mind, I mean, I'm at 5x leverage and I'm showing down about 11%. So that's only about 2% and change on a chart. So I don't want to get in yet, but Dennis is good to go. So I like it. Yeah, let's mix it up. But who else is approaching this?
I
Either.
I would I tend to jump in even at a 2 when it's at the bottom. I'm looking at that, support and resistance. So like
Mhm.
right now you just showed in the chart, I jump in, I'm sort of happy to jump in quick and then jump out quick when they sink. Jump in, jump out quick when they sink, rather than waiting until it's all the way down with the one stuck and then get in and having that churn around. I'm just sort of jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, jumping out. But yes, they can both be stuck for a couple of days. So I do try and look at the charts and see what Bitcoin's going to do. And if it looks as though it's going to be going down or it's Sunday or something, I'll wait.
Okay. All right. So sounds like Brett's a little less aggressive than Dennis, but would have been in by now.
Yeah,
So
I tend to agree. Brett's quite philosophy is quite good. I would be getting in on this resistance. If it goes down further, then I would actually have another one and go in at the other one, because the idea of the waterfalls is that you try and keep something trading all the time.
mhm.
And so if you keep waiting, then you've got nothing trading.
That's true.
You're not taking any profits. So Brett's idea of jumping in on this resistance here, and then once it sinks again, getting out. So next time it drops, he's got the ability to go back in again, is the way that I would be playing it.
All right. So this support right here you're seeing, you think that's a good
Yeah.
entry?
Yeah, but I'd be looking, well, actually, I don't get too fussed about getting the precise entry, because really I want it to go to stage 1 anyway.
Ah.
Because that's where your money is if you're in stage 1. So getting in a little bit early isn't necessarily a bad thing. And then it can go into stage 1, and then you can ride that through to profit. And remembering if you've already got it into stage 1, then extending the profit is really lucrative.
All right. This is helpful.
So that's what I would be doing. I'm running a slightly different. I'm experimenting with what we're going to be doing with the when it's automated. It does take a lot more management, but I've got 6 waterfall accounts.
Yeah, I haven't set up my second one yet. Maybe that's why I'm hesitant, but I'm being persuaded here. I just brought it up on my screen. I'll look at it again when this call's over. And
yeah, but I'm going to share something that I said I wouldn't say. I've taken an account from $1,000 to $2,500 in 10 days. So,
Sweet.
but the idea is to keep something trading.
These are super special Kiwi cowboy settings, though, right?
Yeah. But it does, the key to it is making sure that your entry stays the same. Now I'm doing it bigger than the 10%, so I've got to keep adjusting the entry price because I can't do it automatically. Well, if you're doing the 25%, you can't do it either. So it's really important that you just keep that entry price at 25% if you're compounding a little bit of it. If you're taking it off, not so much, but I haven't been taking it off. I've been compounding it. But I think I did $500 yesterday, US dollars.
Nice.
And that's not a lot of money that it's being taken off. So the system really does work, but I'm watching very carefully for it to go against me and needing support.
Needing
But-
support, what do you mean?
Well, because I haven't, I've got to add some funds to it, or,
Okay.
let it liquidate, or whatever whatever I decide to do, depending on the amount of movement. But at the moment, I'm quite confident that we're sort of at the start of a bull run. Yes, we're going to have pullbacks, but to date, in the last 10 days, none of the pullbacks have put me under any stress at all. So, I'm quite happy.
All right. Sounds good.
Troy did make a comment that I should combine, or no, he didn't say I should. We tossed around the idea of combining some of the accounts that are synced. So rather than having three doing the same thing, whether you make them one. And I like the idea of them being separate, because I can then just stop one of them at some stage. And I do that quite frequently. I try and stop one or two so that I've always got some dry powder.
Good plan.
But yeah, the keeping the entry price right, so that you're not leaving money on the table, and extending the profit. Now we're finding a glitch, and we haven't decided there's no point in talking to Kevin about it because of the upgrade and so on. But we're finding that though, instead of it being at the 2 or 3% take profit, it's going in at 6, 7, 8 when it refreshes, and so you've got to keep an eye on that, because that's often too much. So and when it goes into the stages, just check that your profit is not larger than what you expect it to be.
Okay. And this isn't a BitGet issue, because I know you're trading on
No,
that, right?
no. Other people have experienced it as well.
Okay. Yeah, almost all my carbon profits have gone up a little bit beyond. So is it like that? Well, you said it was more
No,
like a
it's not
double amount.
overrunning.
So
It's not overrunning. It's like I've got one now, and I set it at 4% this morning, and it's now back at 9. It hasn't completed a trade. It's just reset the take profit to 9%. Now, for me, 9% at the moment is way, way too high. It really should only be 2, 3%.
yeah. Okay.
And that I don't know what's causing that, but I know that we're not going to get any joy from Kevin about it, because why fix something that's about to be relegated?
Yeah,
and
there's kind of things should be addressed in the overall upgrade. So
yeah, so if it appears after the upgrade. Now I did get a question from someone personally about the NT ecosystem tab, and I just want to reinforce that that's not limited access to some people. It's just Kevin put the label up there, but the rest of it hasn't arrived yet. So we're not, up in the top there. Yeah. So that's not that you're don't have access to it or being denied it. It just isn't there. It's just words.
Yep, kind of a placeholder for where it's going to be. All right. And unfortunately, we don't have any detailed news on the developments with the upgrades, but my understanding from what Kevin said on his Zoom calls in the recent past and a couple of the other updates is that the whole system should be coming together. K2 and the upgrades plus the NFT protocol and
4x.
all of it. Yeah, Forex, Coinbase. So it's a huge undertaking, and in the past when he's done projects quite a bit smaller than that, you know, there hasn't been a lot of communication for a week or two, but that's what's going on. So we are eager to hear the exact state of those developments, but we don't have that information yet. Looking forward to it. Okay, anybody else have anything K2 they wish to discuss? I suspected this would be a short call, so we're right at 20 minutes. That's not bad. Last chance. All right.
Yeah, I'll just say that there's a Karbon K2 meetup in Auckland on Thursday. There's about 5 of us getting together.
All right. So I'm going to scrap my Asia plans and I'm going to go meet Craig in Auckland. So, well, probably not yet anyway. Looking forward to it someday.
So our Auckland group's growing.
Yeah, that's
Great.
cool. That's cool. So if you're in the Auckland area and you want to hang out with Craig and the gang,
Let us know.
reach out to him and he'll give you the details. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here, and we'll see you guys a week from today, hopefully. If not, then in a week or two. Bye.
Bye.